this is Savita Pawar. Welcome to my channel Get the Math. In this video we are going to see the solutions and explanation of exercise 10.3 of lesson 10 circles. In the I link above I have shared the video of exercise 10.1 and 10.2 combined together, in which I have explained all the new terms related to the circle, because this is quite a new topic for you. So you need to go through that video first. In the last video we have seen about theorem 10.1 and 10.2. Here we are going to see the theorem 10.3, that is, the perpendicular from the center of the circle to a chord bisects the chord. Now you know what is meant by chord, that I have explained in the earlier video. So this is a chord, that is a line segment that is joining any 2 points on the circle is a chord. This is AB is a chord here, and if you draw a perpendicular from the center of the circle to that chord, it will bisect the chord, that is AM will be equal to BM, and this is perpendicular to the chord, means the angle will be 90 degree here, that is AMO or BMO is equal to 90 degree. Okay, and the converse of that theorem is theorem 10.4, that is the line drawn through the center of the circle to bisect a chord is perpendicular to the chord. That is a line that is drawn from the center of the circle and it is bisecting the chord, then that line will be perpendicular to the chord, right? So this is theorem 10.4. Then theorem 10.5 is, there is one and only one circle passing through three non-collinear points. So these are three non-collinear points, and through the three non-collinear points we can pass one and only one circle. Okay. Now this is your exercise 10.3. So let us start with the questions here. First question is, draw different pair of circles and how many points does each pair have in common, and what is the maximum number of common points. So you have to draw the two circles, different pair of circles, okay, and we have to show how many points of common they will have, maximum points of common. So these are the two circles and they are apart from each other, so there is no point of common in that. First circle is with center O and the second is with center X here. They do not have any point in common. If a circle touches the other circle in one point here, that is Y, that is O is touching X in a point, that is Y here, so that is one point is in common. If the two circles are intersecting each other at 2 points here, A and B, so 2 points will be common. Okay. If there are the one circle is inside the other circle but they are not touching each other, there is no point in common, and if they are touching from inside, then 1 point is common here. So the maximum number of common points for any circle will be 2. It will not intersect each other in more than 2 points. So this is question second here. Suppose you are given a circle, you have to draw the construction and find its center. So this is a circle given, suppose it is drawn with a bangle or any round shaped figure, okay, and you have to find its center. So how you will find the unknown center here? You have to draw two chords AB and PQ, suppose, and draw the perpendicular bisector of those chords here. The perpendicular bisector of both the chords, they meet at a point, that point is called as the center of that circle. So that is the construction to find the center of the circle. Now here it is one proof that following. So if two circles intersect at 2 points, here it is A and B, prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So AB is the common chord for both the circles C1 and C2 here. Okay. So you have to prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So here the centers lie on the perpendicular bisector, that is OX, this O and X lie on the perpendicular bisector of this AB. So let us write with given here. Now given, now this is the circle, symbolic representation of circle. You have to make a circle and dot, so it is read as circle here. So circle C1 with center O and circle C2 is with center X here. AB is a common chord for both the circles. You have to join all these radiuses OA, OB, AX and BX here, where AO and BO is equal to, let us take as small r, and AX and BX, let us take it as capital R. So you have to prove that OX is perpendicular bisector of AB, that is AM equal to BM. So you have to prove that OX is perpendicular bisector of AB, that means AM is equal to BM, that you have to prove, and these two angles are equal to 90 degree, that also we have to prove, because it is a perpendicular bisector. So now let us consider from the figure triangle AOX here and BOX. Okay, so here AO is equal to BO here, this one AO is equal to BO, since they are the radius of the same circle C1. Then second thing is here AX will be equal to BX, that is the radius of the circle C2, right? And the third one here is OX is common, this one OX is common for both the triangles, this is common for both the triangles, and therefore these two triangles are congruent to each other by SSS axiom. Okay, and therefore you can say by CPCT that angle AOX, this angle will be equal to angle BOX, this angle. So these two angles are equal, that we have proved from triangle AOX and triangle BOX. Now consider other triangle AOM now, not up to X but up to M only, and BOM. So you have to prove the congruency between these two triangles now here. Here you know AO is equal to BO, that is equal to R, that is radius of C1. And just now we have proved that angle AOX will be equal to angle BOX. So similarly it will be angle AOM will be equal to angle BOM, since M lies on OX. Okay, and the third thing is OM is common for both these triangles, so OM equal to OM, that is common, and therefore these two triangles are congruent to each other by SAS axiom. So after proving the congruency, you have to write CPCT. So here the CPCT will be, we will write here as, the CPCT for these two triangles will be AM is equal to BM, right? And this one AMO, this one AMO will be equal to BMO, this angle. These two angles are equal here. AM equal to BM and AMO will be equal to BMO. So these are two CPCTs. Now we can see that AMO and BMO lies on a straight line here. So straight line means these two angles are in a linear pair. So if you add those two angles, you will get 180 degrees. So in place of these two, we can write any one name. So it is 2 times angle AMO equal to 180. So angle AMO equal to 90, and therefore BMO will also be equal to 90. So these two angles will be 90 degree here. Since these two are 90 degree here, the next two are vertically opposite. This one is vertically opposite to this AMX, and AMO is vertically opposite to BMX. So this will also be 90 degree here, and therefore all the angles are 90 degree. So therefore it is, the question is that the result we required is OX is perpendicular bisector of AB, hence proved. So this was your exercise 10.3. So if you have any query, drop it in the comment box. Do like, share and subscribe my channel, Get the Math, and press the bell button for notification.